this is something that I feel like I gotta talk about because it's so funny. Um, this is our friends over at Breaking Point. So there was a picture that made its rounds on the internet. And a lot of people were saying, I guess, that this is racist. This picture has a racist depiction of a Jew on it or something. I've seen the picture and I understand where they're coming from. I understand how it looks racist. But apparently it was real. It was like an actual photo of a real dude. So we're going to watch this video of Sagar and Emily, I think is her name. Yeah, Emily. The two conservatives that they have over at Breaking Points. We're gonna watch what they have to say about this. This is Breaking Points. Israel says real IDF soldier photo is hateful AI. Let's go.
Let's move on to a very funny story, very interesting.
That's why
story.
I clicked it.
This one is about a Italian magazine. Didn't think I would be reading an Italian magazine, but here we are in 2026. Let's put this one up here on the screen. So this was an Italian magazine. It has a cover. It says L'Abuso. I'm not going to try and read this, but I am going to give you a quick translation. The headline is Abuse, What is in the New Issue of L'Espresso, which is, again, is an Italian magazine, which had that cover, which shows
it does seem like something you would
soldier.
Read.
Huh?
It does seem like something you would
Absolutely. Read. I don't read the Italian magazine or the Italian press. So you have an Israeli soldier there with a phone in his hand, seemingly filming what looks like a Palestinian woman. And the subheadline there is, it is about...
Here, I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer so that people can get a real idea as to why people thought this was a racist depiction of a Jewish person. Let me see if I can get a close up here. Okay. So this is what got people thinking that this was a racist depiction of a Jew. And like, I get it, man. I get it. Like this, there's probably like, you know how Nazis really enjoy like purity, like they really like purity. Like it's their favorite thing, and particularly purity of blood is their favorite thing. And eventually, usually, and when you follow that ideology to its logical conclusion, like the most pure blood that you can get is when you start like having sex with your cousin or whatever, like because those are the only people you know for sure have like pure blood. Like how that's like the end state of Nazi ideology, and just white supremacy in general. But in this case, Jewish supremacy. I'm not going to say for sure that this dude, like that his parents like were cousins. Okay. I'm not going to say that I know that for sure. I'm just going to say that there is like definitely there's a non-0% chance if we're going to be serious. Like, I mean, come on. But anyway, and yes, I'm going to make fun of him because you see what the fuck he's doing. He's documenting how he can abuse and torture Palestinians for free, and nobody's going to do anything about it. Like he can do it out in the open. He can have pictures taken of him. He can even get this whole news story about him. And he wants, this is another thing. This guy wants everybody to see this. He wants people to see what he's able to do to these Palestinian people. So we see it right now. And yeah, I'm going to make fun of his inbred looking ass. I'm sorry. I am. Anyway, let's continue.
In the West Bank. Okay, so that was the cover. Now, what ended up happening is that, let's put B8 up here on the screen, is that the Israeli ambassador to Italy, Jonathan Peled, put out a statement saying, "We strongly condemn the manipulative use of the recent cover of L'Espresso. The image distorts the complex reality with which Israel must coexist, promoting stereotypes and hatred. Responsible journalism must be balanced and fair. Hashtag."
What complex reality? What coexist promoting stereotypes and hatred? That's just what the dude is doing. He's just like, you're saying that reality distorts reality. It's like, this is what you guys look like. Like, this is what, let me bring it back up again, because I need people to understand. This is what you look like. And even before this picture came out, even before this picture came out of this dude right here, this is what people were thinking you guys looked like anyway. Like, this is what the end state of your ideology is. Like, and this like horrifying picture of a dude, you know, documenting his own abuses of this poor Palestinian woman is like, yeah, this is how people already have seen you. Like, this is how people view you in their head. I assure you that I view most Israelis like this in my head. I'm sorry, I do, because there's a lot of people like this in Israel, and they wear it on their sleeve. They want to abuse Palestinians, and they want to commit atrocities against Palestinians. They want to rape Palestinians. They even had a riot. They had a straight up riot because the government was thinking about charging 5 people who gang raped a Palestinian. Okay? Like, they had a fucking riot to go protect and save the rapists. So yeah, a lot of people think this of you guys. This is what people think when they think of Israel and Israelis. So I'm just saying.
Media responsibility. Now, as
It's
people know, I'm
reality.
not a fan of community notes, but I guess I will.
I thought you were
make
going to say
an
of
exception.
media responsibility.
Sure. Right,
People
media responsibility.
know, screw that.
But of this community note, they say the image on L'Espresso's cover is a real photograph that was taken by an Italian photographer, Pietro Mastruzzo, as part of a West Bank settlers reportage. The same man appears in other photos by the Associated or the Agence France-Presse. So again, just to show you all that photo, let's put B9 up here on the screen. Here we have from the Middle East Eye. It says Israeli settlers uproot hundreds of trees belonging to Palestinian in West Bank. You can clearly see the same.
Yeah, definitely genetic superior right here. I've never seen someone more genetically superior than this guy right here. Yeah, totally superior for real.
Individual, which is there actually in the photograph. We also have video, which has been released now. This video was via I believe, an Italian journalist, and we're going to go ahead and play some of it here for you. Let's go ahead and take a listen. If you want to, you can see actually on the screen, there he is. This is presumably when the photograph was taken, him as well as several other soldiers in the IDF. And they are, I mean, there's some sort of confrontation happening. This Palestinian woman is there on the right. These Israeli soldiers are there on the left. He is filming the incident. He did make some sounds. It was like unclear exactly what he was saying. But if you want to go and take a listen to the full video for yourself, at one point you can hear him shouting the word "goy, goy, goy" at her. And so, yeah, it's clearly not only a true incident, but it is illustrative, obviously, of what a lot of Western governments, including our own government, allegedly opposes, which is Israeli de facto settlement and control of the West Bank.
Evil people. And yes, I'm going to make fun of evil people. So
it is, yeah, it's a fascinating controversy, isn't it?
Well, so interestingly, under the thread of the post from the ambassador that we put up, this is the Israeli ambassador to Italy, Barak Ravid responded. So former IDF reporter at Axios, he goes, the photo is not real, it's AI. The ambassador responds, hard to prove.
Okay.
So there you have a tacit admission that he actually has no idea whether or not this was responsible media, right? That's his hashtag, media responsibility.
Yeah.
He actually has no idea. I want to post with the hashtag ambassador responsibility, because how dare you say that this journalistic outlet was being irresponsible when you have absolutely no proof that this was somehow AI generated. In fact, the evidence is to the contrary, that this was from a video. So he's out there just...
Well, Israelis really don't like living in reality. Like, they like living in a fantasy world. So whenever reality kind of pops their little fantasy bubble, where they probably think they all look like Giga Chads when they all actually look like this. And so so when reality kind of bursts their bubble, I think they get real butthurt and they have to try to pretend like it's not real.
No, it's obvious.
Shooting off his mouth.
It's real, right? It's very obvious.
To the point where he can't even say it's not.
Yeah, he didn't even deny that it was real. Let's continue. There was this B10, please. This was Rabbi Popko. His biography says 11th generation rabbi, speaker, and writer, host of the Jewish World podcast. He says Italy's magazine Espresso Online is publishing anti-Semitic Der Stürmer was a Nazi publication. Worthy imagery that should clarify where they got this image from. The military vest worn here is no longer in use by the IDF. The wedding ring and bracelet are never worn by ultra-Orthodox men. The formation of the beard and kippah are out.
But okay, so the military vests, they give all of their settler freaks like old military equipment. Like that's where it all goes, is like Ben Gavir literally goes out there and arms these fucking inbred assholes or whatever. So like that's nothing. That is like obviously it's no longer in use. They give all of their old shit to these settlers. Wedding ring and bracelet, I don't know if this guy's ultra orthodox or not. I assume that the hair has something to do with that. The formation of the beard and kippah are outlandish. I don't know anything about that sort of stuff, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that. And the very bizarre smile, I think that has to do with, like I said, the nature of his parents, probably. Showing teeth are unnatural, or / showing teeth are unnatural.
Outlandish, and of course the very bizarre smile and showing teeth are unnatural. So as they again point out, that photograph was taken by this Italian journalist in the West Bank, and the soldier in question has been photographed in other news outlets, which included the New York Times. A lot of this actually goes back to the olive tree controversy, which we covered here actually on the show with journalist Jasper Nathaniel, so you can go and check our coverage on that in the past, but did certainly want to highlight that. And I do think, you know, considering our last story on the show, which we're going to talk about, which is AI, that one of the problems in our modern media age is that you have all of these people who can claim legitimate images are AI in order to
use the
cast
bathroom.
doubt.
I'll be right back.
You know, not everybody's going to watch this segment or, you know, actually take a look at what happened. They're all going, you know, some people may have initially seen that and have said, oh my God, of course it is AI or something like that. And yeah, that's all you have to claim nowadays, and vice versa. AI images, which people think are real, like after that pilot rescue mission, there was a completely AI generated image of the pilot being rescued that went viral to the point where like the governor of the state of Texas was like, so beautiful, I will never forget this. No, he didn't say this, but somebody else did. I will never forget this image the rest of my life. It's like, dude, is literally AI. Like it's
You
not
should
even,
forget it.
Yeah, forget it.
You
It's
forget it.
not even remotely real. So there we go. That's that controversy. Just wanted
It's a helpful propaganda tool to just be able to muddy the waters and be like, and this is exactly what we saw from the ambassador. Actually bookmark this because it'll come back in handy in the future, because this is a great example where he shoots from the hip and says, this is AI, it's irresponsible. And then one tweet down in the thread, he's like, well, it's hard to prove that it's not.
Right.
That's how it's going to work in the future.
Yes, certainly is. Hey, if you like that video,
I'm back. I may have gotten a little too angry in that video, so I'm going to try to calm down a little bit, okay? I may have I may have gotten a little bit too angry at that dude, but I get really mad about West Bank stuff. West Bank stuff makes me really, really sad and upset. Because it just reminds me of other atrocities in the past, and you know, the destruction of the native, of the indigenous person or whatever is always like, I don't know. It's just something that really makes me upset. So sorry if I got a little bit too lost in the sauce on that one.